Hey YouTube, so today we're going to be doing an MLB tier list with current MLB shortstops. If you guys like this type of video, man, leave a like, drop a sub down below, and let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get into it. So for starters, guys, it's pretty simple, superstar, all-star, good, average, below average, trash. We're going to be honest, I might start some controversy, but these are my personal opinions. Let me know your opinions down below. So for starters, we're going to start here with Dansby Swanson. Personally, I think he is an all-star. Is he a superstar player yet? No, but he's having a good season so far, really good season, and he's been, pretty solid throughout his career so far. Next up, we're going to go Tati's. I know he's been playing, but we know he's a superstar, man, what he does when he's on the field. His fielding, is a little shaky, but he makes up for it tremendously in the offensive end. But we all know that as well. Next up, we're going to do Jory Pena. I really like this guy from the Astros, man. He's played really well this year, and we're going to put him in the good category. He's played well enough to be here in his first season. I don't think he's an all-star caliber player yet, but I think he has the potential to possibly get there in the future. He's a pretty dope player, man. I like watching him as well. Now, as a Pirates fan, right, I see Kevin Newman down here, right? And here's what I'm going to do. He's gonna go right there in trash, right? I've seen this guy for too long now. He came up, had a really good, first year he was up, showed some promise, and then ever since then, man, he has fallen off a cliff. Personally, I don't like the guy. I have nothing against him personally, but baseball-wise, I just personally don't like him on the team. I knew Cruz should be the starting shortstop, and honestly, we have a lot of guys underneath that should come up and get a chance over Kevin Newman personally. Next, we're gonna do Trey Turner. I think Trey Turner is a superstar. What he does in the field, he consistently hits 300 now. He's been a beast for a long time. He steals bags, good defensively. Hits for average. The dude's a beast, right? If you guys want to argue with that, go ahead. But personally to me, he's a superstar. Next guy here, I'm going to go Xander Bogart. I'm going to put him at all-star as well. I'm a huge Xander Bogaerts fan. I don't think he brings to the table what Trey and Tati's do, but he is a beast in his own right. I think he's just underneath the superstar category. He hits for average as well, hits really well every year. I'm going to put him in the all-star category. He could definitely go in superstar, but personally, I think Tati's and Turner are a little bit better than him, and I'm trying to keep that category up there for the best of the best. Next, we're going to have Brandon Crawford. I'm going to put him in average for now. He doesn't hit as well as these two guys, but his fielding is still immaculate. What he does with the glove is pretty crazy. So we're going to put him in average. I like him as a player, always have. Next, Corey Seeger. We're going to put Corey Seeger in All-Star as well. Obviously, made the All-Star team, but the dude just rakes, man. I think he currently has 25 home runs at the time of this video. So the man's a beast. You saw him in the home run derby. He did okay. He had a pretty good round, but sadly went up against Julio Rodriguez, right? So he got demolished. But again, really good player. I like him a lot. Next, we see Jose Iglesias, right? We're going to say average. No, yeah, we're going to say average shortstop as well. Again, what he does with the glove defensively, top tier, always has been. The bat is just kind of is what it is, but he's never really been that consistent with the bat, but he's always been consistently one of the best defensive shortstops in the game, no doubt about it. Next, we got Lindor. I'm putting Lindor as an all-star as well. I really like Lindor. Again, I think he used to be on the superstar level, but I kind of want to see him go back to that level, man. He's still an all-star. He's still having a really good year this year. But again, I think when Tati's on the field, he's a monster. He's probably the best hitting shortstop in the MLB by far. Trey Turner to me, again, still slightly better than Francisco Lindor. But again, I love Lindor a lot, man. I think he could easily be the superstar. But again, I'm keeping that open for the best of the best. And I think Lindor is in that kind of 1B tier. So he's going to be an all-star with these other guys that, are similar to him. Next up, we got Tim Anderson. Again, this guy is a beast. He hits for average every year, and he doesn't fail disappointment. He is a hit god. He's okay defensively. Sometimes he struggles, but, again, in the all-star category, Tim Anderson, dude's a monster. Like him a lot. And, he's pretty fun to watch, too, man. He brings some swag back into the game, and I personally like that. Next, guys, we have Nico Horner. I'm going to put him in the good category. He is having a really good year this year. I'm pretty sure he's hitting over 300 still. Pretty good player, man. He's really, shown, a spark. I know the Cubs aren't very good, man, but personally, he is having a good season, which I like. So he's going to go in the good category. Next up, it's going to be Javi Baez. And, I'm going to put him in average. He's hitting like shit right now. Honestly, he's not playing the best, but You know, we know his potential is when he's hot, he's hot. He makes flashy plays in the field. You know, I think he's an average player. I think it would be disrespectful to put him below average, but I mean, honestly, I feel like he kind of could go there right now. Next up is Carlos Correa. I know he's been dealing with some injury issues this year and stuff, but I still personally think when he's on the field and he's, you know, on a solid team and he's getting consistent ABs, consistent playing time when he's healthy, I think he's an all-star caliber player. I like him a lot, man. Always have. He's always been a monster to me. So again, Carlos Correa going to be put in all-star here. So next up is JP Crawford, guys. I'm going to put him in the good category. He started off really hot this year, and he's still having an okay season. But I do think he's, you know, a slightly better player than these guys in average right now. Not by a long shot or anything, but I think he's slightly better than these three down here at the moment. Next up, guys, is Bo Bichette. I'm going to put Bo Bichette in the good category. I really like what he does, man, but if he can show some more consistency with the bat, I mean, I know he hits for power and stuff, but I think he could easily move up to his all-star tier. But for now, I think he's definitely better than the guys in average, and he's probably the best of the guys in the good category, honestly, in my personal opinion. But I think the good is a spot for him that suits him well. Next up, guys, is going to be Jory Mateo. Personally, I'm going to put him in below average. He's not really having a good year. I'm pretty sure he's hitting low 200s. Not the best shortstop. I know he's super fast and everything, but I think there are a lot of shortstops better than him, and I don't think he belongs in this average category with these three guys either, because just what they bring, their potential-wise, and what they've shown for consistency-wise with those three guys is a little hard for him to make to that category for me personally. Next up, guys, is Isaiah Kiner Falafa. I'm going to put him in the average category. I know the man hits for literally zero power, but his average isn't too bad. You know, he swipes some bags here and there. And defensively, he's shows some flashes at some points. But, I mean, I don't think he's as bad as Jory Mateo or Kevin Newman personally. So I think he is on the lower side of this average. I think he belongs perfectly at the end of the guys right here, at the end of that list. Next up, guys, is Wander Franco. I'm going to put him in the good category. I mean, last year we saw what he possibly could be. He was a monster. This year he's kind of fluttered a little bit, you know. But I still think he has the potential to be a monster for a long time. A switch hitting shortstop is pretty cool, man. You can do a lot of things with that, and you know, he's got the swag to go along with it, and I like that a lot as well. Next up, guys, is going to be Kyle Farmer. Personally, I think he also belongs in the average category. He's having a solid year, but I mean, he needs to show more consistency for me to put him up with the other guys. I know I have Wander up here and I have Jory Pena, but those guys currently are having really good seasons or have had a really good season in the past. But Kyle Farmer, to me personally, belongs in the average. I don't think he's all, you know, that amazing or anything, but I think he's a solid MLB shortstop. Next up, guys, is going to be Tommy Edmond from the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm also going to put him in the good category. He hits for some power, not a lot, but he's a solid MLB shortstop again. I don't think he belongs in the category above, but I'll put him in average for now. Next up is going to be Didi Gregorius. I also think he belongs in the average category. You know, he's been doing it for a while and everything, but there's some times where, you know, Didi goes through slumps like everyone, but personally, not the biggest fan of Didi, so maybe a little bias on my end, but I think he's average at best right now. Next up, guys, is going to be Ahmed Rosario. I'm going to put him in the good category. He's having a good season as well. I like what he does as well on the defensive end. He's a pretty solid defender. And personally, for me, I think good suits him well. A little above the rest of these guys that have an average. And then next up is going to be Miguel Rojas. I'm going to put him at average as well. He's having an average MLB season compared to the rest of these guys. All these guys in the average category, their stats are pretty similar. So overall, I think those guys all belong there. You know, Rojas is not a name that you're going to be, you know, wowed by or anything, but a solid average MLB shortstop, in my opinion. Now, next up, guys, is Willie Adamus. Now, this guy hits for power, but the average is pretty bad. But I like what he does, man. He brings the power aspect to the Brewers where they don't have, honestly, a ton of it on that team anymore. So I'm going to put him in the good category simply for what he brings to that team in general. Right now, he has 20 home runs at the time of this video with 52 RBIs. So, I mean, pretty solid hitter. You know, he hits for power, which a team needs, and he provides that to the Brewers. And for shortstop for the Royals, guys, I know this is Adalberto Mondesi. I know Bobby Witt plays there currently, and I think Bobby Witt would be put into the average or good category, and I'm at around the same with Adalberto, so we're going to put him in the average category. I know right now he's injured out for the year, sadly, but Bobby Witt, again, I really like him. I think he shows a lot of flashes and could be really good in the future as well. And for the Angels, we have Andrew Velasquez. Honestly, I'm going to put him in the below average category. I mean, his hitting, pretty bad. I'm honestly not a huge Angels fan. I don't really get to catch a lot of Angels games here on the East Coast. But with an average like that and his hitting stats looking like that, guys, I'm going to put him down below average. Personally, doesn't seem like the best player. He's one of the guys in this list that I don't really know much about. But from just looking at his statistics and, watching a video, he doesn't really look too good to me. But, maybe he'll show some improvements in the future. If you're an Angels fan, let me know down below what you think. Next up, guys, we have Escobar from the Washington Nationals. He's also going to be in below average nowadays. He doesn't really provide anything at the plate anymore. And that's really all I got to say about him, man. He's not better than any of these guys in average, but I think he is worse than all of them. So he belongs in below average for us personally. And I'm pretty sure this is Nick Ahmed, if I'm not mistaken, right, guys? But I know he's not even on the team anymore right now. I think Geraldo Perdomo's their starting shortstop. But Nick Ahmed, personally, I'm going to put him in below average as well. I mean, he's not even playing this year, so we'll just throw him down here. This list isn't extremely up to date, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate. And guys, Elvis Andrus kind of is along with the same stats as the average guys. He's been doing this for a long time, man. You know what he brings offensively. You know what he brings probably as a leader on that A's team, even though they're pretty bad. But Elvis has been doing it for a long time. I think he's better than these four guys in below average, and obviously Kevin Newman, who is the only one in trash for a good reason. But then again, we'll put him in average. He's having an okay year, not really anything special, but again, average. Guys, this is the end of the tier list video for shortstops. Let me know what position I should do next. Again, comment down below, like the video, hit that sub button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.